everyone, welcome to a brand new playthrough on the channel. Another spooky game for the month of October. Even though the month is almost over, we're still doing it. It is The Medium. Now, this is a game that I never would have heard of unless it was mentioned to me by a couple of my viewers from the Twitch stream. They recommended that I play this, so that's why I'm playing it. I don't really know too much about it, except that it's good for the scary season. So I don't know, like, in what way is this scary? Is it like full-on horror? Is it just, you know, I don't know. This game did come out earlier this year, and I am playing it on my PS5 because it was on sale. Otherwise, I probably would have gotten it on PC. But anyways, if you've never played this game before or seen it, I invite you guys to come check it out with me. And let's just get right into it. Enjoy, guys, and I'll see you in the comments.
It all starts with a dead girl.
Well, we're starting out bright, aren't we? So is she gonna die? Or is she already dead? What is she running from? Shit. Maybe I should turn the alerts off first. It's cutscenes. Why do you have a gun?
Ever since I was little, I've had this dream. It's the end of summer. A girl is running through the woods. The moon, the scent of pines. And then the gunshot. It always felt so real. The blood on my cheek, the cold sweat running down my skin. I'd managed to convince myself it really happened. This scar of a memory. A part of me I could never fully understand. Well, that wasn't the only part. No wonder people used to think I was strange.
Why is she so muddy?
If they only knew.
Oh. Sound went weird there.
That day when the phone rang, it was the hardest day of my life. The day I went home to say goodbye to my father. Dress him up for his last journey. Put him in a suit, fix his tie. Simple. Just the things he did every day. But looking through his stuff wasn't easy. I needed a moment to pull myself together. I was almost ready. I just had to find his special tie clip.
So, like, is she the girl? Or does she just have some memory of this girl for some reason? All right, let's see. We want to explore everything. I don't really know, like, I don't know what the gameplay of this is like. I thought it was going to be like a first-person experience. Basically, like, I really have no prior knowledge of this game. We're in 1999. Okay. Well, I see surgery on Friday the 5th is circled. Funeral at... Why is she going to so many funerals? How many times did her dad die? Funeral at 10 on the 3rd. Funeral at 12:30 on the 16th. Funeral at 9 and 11. Maybe she works at a funeral home. Is that why she had to like dress his body? I didn't really fully see everything that was happening there. I got a little bit distracted. Daddy!
Yeah. Nice to see you too.
Mochi. Mochi. Okay. Symbolic funeral of the Sierza mine. Ooh, should we read all this? Miners from the Sierza mine in Trzebinia City carried a symbolic black casket. Candles were lit on it. This is not a mine funeral, says members of the Sierza Mine Rescue Committee. The mine stays and will carry the casket for the Vistula Coal Company, they add. The miners have also announced that they will come to work tomorrow as usual. They don't believe the Sierza mine was liquidated. Meanwhile, employees systematically brick up the headquarters of Vistula Coal Company in they lay... What am I reading? A symbolic funeral for... So the mine closed down and they're having a symbolic funeral for the mine? They don't believe the mine was liquidated. Well, was it or wasn't it? I don't think that's something that either it was or it wasn't, right? I'm confused. I'm leaving. That may or may not have anything to do with the game moving forward. I don't know.
Looks nourishing.
Is that cat food? Looks gross. Oh. Cat food. Say goodbye to Jack. Hit the road, Jack. What's this? Feed the cat.
Here you go. What's your face? Glad to see you're still kicking around.
I got my first trophy.
I can't believe it's all still here.
Ah.
Oh, Jack.
Okay.
I guess I forgot about this one. I can do it now.
X or square to combine. Funeral home key. So, okay, so we can combine items Resident Evil style. Is that what we're doing here? Wait, we turn that light on. Photo paper. No? No. No. Okay. How to develop photos. Illuminate it for 5 seconds. Multi-grade for 3. Dip and stop for 3 and fixer for 3. Okay. How do I put the paper in? How do I put the photo in? Hello? Oh, put the paper on first. 1, 2. Okay. Okay, something's coming up. 1, 2, 3. Okay. There's the face. 1, 2, 3.
That's the last photo I took of you, Jack. Shit.
Her dad is Jack, right? Why does she call him Jack? I didn't call my dad Wayne. Called him Dad. Okay.
Right. The tie clip. Pull yourself together, Marianne. Interesting.
Uzumaki? Is that an Uzumaki reference? That's gotta be. It's gotta be, right? I can't, like, take this or anything, right? No, okay. Okay. It's gonna take me a little bit to get used to the controls and the mechanics, I think. Is this the room we came from? No.
Jack's room. It's like he never... Damn it. I used to think I'd never fit in. But Jack... he didn't mind my weirdness. He kept telling me I was special.
Maybe she was adopted.
Jack was a humble, religious man. He ran a funeral home, and I'd help out whenever I could. It felt good to be useful. Keep hissing at me. Who do you think's gonna feed you now?
Why is this cat so evil?
Come on, Jack. Where'd you put it?
No tie clip
Okay.
there.
Let's do this the other way.
Insight. Oh. Well, would you look at that?
There you are.
Bingo, presto.
Jack was part of the Solidarity movement. He spent a few months in an internment camp, but even that couldn't dampen his spirit.
Internment camp? What's in here?
Weird to be back in my old room. So many memories.
This is your old room? Huge ass room. God damn. It's like 4 of my rooms combined.
Kids from the orphanage. Not all of them had my luck.
Oh, so she was.
That's why I kept coming back.
She was adopted.
To take care of them. To listen. That was the least I could do. I used to get a lot of these. To me, they were like trophies. Badges of honor for doing the right thing. Jack wasn't too amused, but he did his best to cover for me. I kind of feel bad for making him go through all that.
Primary school number 7? Dear Mr. Orkin, we must request you to attend the next parent-teacher meeting as we would like to discuss with you the situation that took place last Thursday. To recap, Marianne gave one of the students a message from his recently deceased grandmother. We understand it was Marianne's way of consoling her fellow students, but we're sure you realize that this behavior is inappropriate to say the least. Given that this is not the first behavioral problem we've informed you about, we believe it's high time for us to meet and talk about Marianne's future in our school.
My oldest family heirloom. As a kid, I'd show this to people just to freak them out. I'd usually say something like, "Pretty sick, huh?" I was such a dork.
So age 3... Initial diagnosis, 2nd-degree thermal burns covering 35% of total body surface area, trunk and upper limbs area, suspected inhalation injury. Care management and stabilization, early wound coverage, respiratory support initiated, fluid resuscitation initiated, pain control initiated, patient placed on high flow oxygen until carbon monoxide poisoning is ruled out. ICU admission card. So at 3 years old, she had some sort of accident. She got burned. Arms and upper torso. Okay. Is that why she wearing that glove? How do I see my objectives? Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, that's how. Get to the funeral home, memos, photos, Jack. Okay. How do we get... That's where we came from. We tried to go outside earlier, it wouldn't let us. I think it was this way. Did we explore both these two rooms? I gotta make sure. That was the kitchen and the dark room. The bathroom. Okay. Get to the funeral home.
We lived upstairs from Jack's funeral home. It wasn't as weird as it sounds. Besides, if it wasn't for that, I may never have learned to use my powers.
Talking to the dead, huh? Interesting. This is very interesting. It's like... It's a modern game that has the fixed camera angles, but I know not everybody is a fan of the fixed camera angles, but I've always really enjoyed them. Like, I think it's so cool. And I like how it gives the developers, like, they can really set the scene the way they want it. They can make you see or not see what they want, or they can, you know, frame in a certain way to evoke like a certain emotion, or I think it's like, you know, I just think it's good. Not every game has to have it, but I do enjoy it from time to time for sure. Okay.
Jack taught me to accept my condition. Of all my foster parents, he was the only one who saw it as a gift and not a curse.
He was a foster parent, so maybe we don't even know if he actually adopted her. But it sounds like he was the last foster parent that she had. Like, she didn't have to go to anybody else. The Last Goodbye Funeral Home. This looks like the place. Use our key. Yeah, this is very Resident Evil-esque. The inventory, the camera angles. Now all I just need is a typewriter.
Jack's in the prep room.
and I will be a happy camper. Prep room. Okay, well, if he's in there, I wonder if we can explore around here a little bit first. I am an inner investigator. Yes, I am. It doesn't look like there's anything here yet. Record of funeral. Name of deceased Adam Nowak. Male, date of birth 76. Okay, occupation university student. Married, date of death 1999. So he was 23. Car accident. Additional services: embalming, dressing body, flowers. Some of the other options would be cosmetician, hairdresser, autopsy, repair, register book, memorial cards. Jack, Mrs. Nowak brought funeral payment confirmation today. It's in the cabinet. Also, Robert took Friday off, so we'll need to find someone else for the funeral. Marianne. Okay. Aw, look at us.
Here it is.
Oh, what is this? Oh, the key to the... Oh, we couldn't even go in the prep room without the key. Okay, well. Here's some crematory vases that they probably offer. Man. So, at my dad's funeral, this was a long time ago when I was 16, so quite a few years ago now. 2003, it was an open casket funeral, and it was just the strangest thing ever. You know, they dressed the body, they did makeup, and I just remember thinking that it didn't look like him, and it was just very... It was just really weird. Like, I was just, you know, it was my family's turn. It was probably us first, I don't know, to view the body. Yeah, artificial, surreal. It just didn't, just like, I don't know, just strange. And so we walked up and I just sat there and I'm just looking and studying this body, and it was just the strangest thing. Strangest thing ever. Prep room key. I think this is gonna be a good time here. Okay, where is... This is the prep room. Okay, this is the prep room. This is nice. I'm enjoying just exploring, and the atmosphere is just really well put together so far. It's very calming. It's not spooky yet. It's very nice. I'm sure it will definitely get spooky though.
Not sure if I'm ready for this.
Well, not sure I am either. Okay, he's probably in there. There's another jacket. Okay, nothing to explore here. There's a casket.
Oh, hey, Jack.
Hello. Couldn't she have someone else do this? I feel like she shouldn't be the one to have to do this. Did she? I don't remember if she mentioned. Did she want to, or was there just nobody else available? Aww. Okay, let's get that. Clip on? What am I? What? Why am I confused? Hello? It's a tie clip. So, do I need to combine it with something? Oh, the tie. That's what a tie clip is for? I don't know. I've never lived with anybody who does this tie clip thing. They just wear the tie. Combine. Oh, okay. It's to keep the front and back connected. Well.
Snazzy. You wouldn't have it any other way.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm just not very knowledgeable about these things. Now we can put it on.
I didn't expect this to be easy. I guess I didn't know what to expect. When things get personal, it just burns you from the inside out. There. I guess you're ready. But am I?
As ready as you'll ever be, I assume. Aww.
Oh, can't you people read? The sign says closed.
Great. Remember when I said this was a nice calming experience so far? I feel like things are about to change. Check upstairs. I see it. Shadow.
What the hell?
Okay, yeah, the camera angles really like I feel like it's adding to the creepiness of this because you can't see everything.
Yes, you felt it
Oh,
too.
cat.
Huh?
I saw a cat. Felt it?
And then it happened. As it did so many times before. Just when I thought my day couldn't get any worse.
Oh, where is that darn notebook? I'm gonna be late. I need to find that. Marianne? Marianne, are you crying, my child?
It's fine, Jack.
Now, you didn't happen to see my notebook, did you, darling? My memory's a bit fuzzy. So much for aging gracefully, eh? Where is that?
Listen, Jack. You probably get some rest. Forget the notebook.
Oh, no. I've got so much work, my dear.
It's okay,
I know,
Jack.
I can't just... What?
Let it go. It's not important.
You are crying. What's wrong, dear? Oh, why is it so cold in here? Where is that damn notebook?
It's okay, Jack. It's okay.
My sweet little Marianne. What would I ever do without you?
Jack, don't worry about it. It's time to get some rest.
Oh, Marianne.
Yeah?
Oh, I'm worried about the surgery. When I'm at the hospital, are you sure you're going to be all right?
Yes, Jack. It's gonna be fine.
You know, I promised myself once I would never let anything happen to you. Not while I'm around.
I'll be fine. I promise.
No risky stuff then. Huh? All right?
All right, Jack. Now, get some rest.
I need... Oh, yes. Be good, Marianne. I love you, my child. I've loved you since the moment you walked into my life.
Aw,
Remember that.
that's so sweet.
Always.
So is he like in limbo right now, or? On his way to the afterlife?
Most people would give anything to have that opportunity. To say all the things that were left unsaid. But it didn't make things any easier. I could help 1,000 souls cross over, but when it came to Jack, it still hurt like hell. I love you too, Daddy. I used to think everyone saw the world the way I did. Divided. Torn between two realities. But no. I was the only one. Or so I thought.
Or so you thought.
We're closed. There's another funeral home across town. I can give you the number.
Marianne.
Who is this?
You don't know me, Marianne. But I know you.
Look. If this is a joke...
You need to listen to me, Marianne.
Okay, I'm hanging up.
I know what you are.
What? Who is this?
My name is Thomas. I need your help.
Listen, if that's all you've got,
No, there's more. I can give you the answers you've been looking for your whole life. But I need you to trust me.
Trust you? I don't even know you.
It all starts with a dead girl.
What did you say?
The Niwa resort. Find me there. Please.
How does he know
The
about
light,
that?
it's almost gone. It's not dark yet, but it's getting there. You're the only one who can stop it. You're my only chance.
Hello? Hello?
The fuck?
Shit.
Well, we better go. He knows about the girl. Okay. Cool. I'm liking this so far. Lots of mystery. very nice ambiance and atmosphere. Okay. Oh, it was Troy Baker? I was looking at the images. We have a cool ass motorcycle. Look at us.
And off I went, on nothing but a hunch. A call from a complete stranger. But I'd learned to trust my instincts, and there was something about this guy, his voice. Felt like I should know him. Either way, he sure seemed to know me.
Yeah, I'm really liking the cinematic feel of this game, and the graphics aren't like the best ever, but for some reason it looks incredible. I think they just really nailed like the color and the lighting.
The Niwa Workers Resort. Right off the bat, I could feel there was something off about that place.
Yeah, it's abandoned. That seems pretty weird, right? Okay. I don't think there's anything over here, but I want to look. Oh, there is something right here. Okay, so it's like a park. Recreation facilities. Okay, some graffiti. Do not enter.
The front gate was locked up tight. I needed to find another way in.
We needed to find another way in.
Anyone home? I guess not.
What do we have here? Okay. Postcard. Alright.
What the? Hello? Thomas?
Are there zombies in this game? I guess we should go... Can we go out to the road? Oh Lord, we can. Okay. We gotta loop around. No? Maybe not? Oh, we have to go... He's on the other side of the gate, so we need to find a way through still. Can we go back here? Yeah. Yeah, these camera angles, they're so good. I'm just like in my happy place right now.
Want to keep me out, Niwa?
Ain't no keeping Marianne out. Look at her. She's a badass with
They're
her
gonna have to do better than that.
biker jacket and her jeans and her boots.
Not a whole lot of people knew about Niwa. It used to be a government-owned vacation resort. Until one day it just stopped. And so an urban legend was born. The Niwa Massacre. The details were always fuzzy. Crazed workers, ancient curses. You know, the usual.
Okay, so we have a run. I think we need to go to the right. Oh no, we can go to the left. Oh. Oh, great. Children laughing. Nothing scarier than that. And the ball is gone? Activate insight.
Hello.
Hello? Footprints. Tiny little footprints. Oh, great. But do I want to go back and check out what's over here first? I don't know.
Yeah. What's this old thing here?
What's this?
Oh, what a mess. People can be such bastards sometimes.
Those bastards.
No wonder history keeps biting us in the ass.
In memory of the victims of World War II, for the daughters and sons of the land, here they rest, buried as they feel, to remind that the whole earth is their grave. World War II, huh? Okay. Is that what we were seeing in the opening credits? Okay, now we can follow the little girl, I think. This does look like the woods that I would go camping in, hiking in. It's beautiful.
What's this?
TNK 1968 and a handprint. Okay. T and K. I feel like I should just run. Where'd the footprints go, though? Do they stop here? I don't see... Oh no, they're still going. They're really hard to see. Ooh.
Looks like an old fort.
Old fort?
Might be my way in.
What the hell? Where did... Put this here? Warning, due to the recently unearthed remains, renovation works have been suspended pending archaeological examination. Oh, some old dead people. Or an old dead person. Oh, we can go in. Oh god, we can go in.
Something happened here.
Old dead people, my favorite. Is it Thomas?
The split would come and go.
Here we are.
If a place had a story to tell, well, I guess I was there to listen.
Whoa. Okay, so we can climb up there. Ooh. Where is Thomas? Why is he bringing us here? What does he want?
Dead. Like everything else in this. Yeah, not getting through here. Not with the power out. When you exist in two realities, you're affected by either. I'd learned that the hard way.
Okay. X. Focus on the material world. Focus on the spirit world. I see. But I don't see what I'm supposed to do. Okay, hold on. Oh, what's over here? Or is this where we came from?
The place felt old and soaked in misery. Figures, I guess. 1,000 years of history doesn't just happen. It's paid for. But even in the deepest darkness, light can linger. Lonely, fragile, waiting for someone to embrace it. As I absorbed the energy, I wondered who it was that left it behind. A dying soldier whispering the name of his beloved? Or maybe just glad to be done with this world.
Okay, so now we have energy in our arm. Looks like it's just a one-time thing. So we can come back and get more, I guess, if we need to. So she can see both of the worlds at once? I can't imagine.
In any case, I figured I could use it.
How?
Energy's energy, right?
Press and hold R2 to charge a spirit blast.
So that worked. Good for you, Marianne.
Good for me.
These powers of mine.
Good for we.
As much of a pain in the ass as they were, They did come in handy sometimes.
Oh, okay. Here we are. We're back. It's cold, apparently.
So there I was, existing in two worlds, but never really living in either.
Caution fire hazard. Okay, good to know.
Oh,
Oh no.
what happened to you?
We talk to the animals too? I don't have any more my spirit charge. Oh, 'cause I'm not in the other world right now. That makes sense. What's this way? It's going too long. What's the other way? What's the other way? I need to explore everywhere. Whoa. Camera angle changed. I wonder if it matters, like, if I'll be able to explore both sides. I'm gonna go this way first. What's this? Birdhouse.
What the hell?
Monkey. Well, it doesn't look like I can really do anything with this stuff right now. Okay, let's take the other path. For some reason, I feel like I'm April Ryan right now. I mean, she kind of, you know, she's got the brown hair, her face a little bit, and yeah, just being in like two different worlds and exploring stuff. I don't know. I'm getting like Longest Journey vibes. Niwa. That seems painful.
What the hell are you, Niwa?
Niwa.
The aura in that place. I've seen others like it, but never this intense. It was like a landfill of memories, emotions, and none of them good.
Well, there was the rumor, the story was some sort of massacre. Maybe there's some truth to it. Maybe. Well, the footprints are we're still following these footprints. Is this a telephone? What is this? It is a phone. Move to find... Well, hold and move to find the echo. Oh. Oh, the dialogue. Trust me, you made the right call. It's only a matter of time. Listen to the echo. I'm here. No, there's definitely something. Trust me, you made the right call sending me. Huh? Why can I hear? Is it glitched?
Even the objects here had auras. When I touched them, I could sense their stories. Words, images, feelings left behind.
Huh. I'm not sure what happened there. At least the dialogue repeated so I could read it.
Well, I've already proven my prowess as a dumpster climber. Shit, the handle's missing. Maybe I could replace it with something. Huh?
What's up here?
Ah. I think there's a broken window up there. If only I could reach it.
Okay. So, we need the handle so we can grab the dumpster maybe, and then climb up.
Hello? Anybody in there? Locked. Obviously. There's gotta be another way.
Okay. So... this is a big area to explore. Niwa Resort, summer of 1969 inauguration. The first secretary of the Polish United Workers' Party, Comrade Władysław Gomulka, honored Krakow and took part in an official inauguration of the Niwa Resort, the new center of the socialist joy and recreation. Working class of Lesser Poland finally has a place to spend family time in the bosom of nature. The main building and the lodge area are comfortable yet simple, as simple are the socialistic spirit and philosophy. Special thanks to the architect, future manager, and a committed party member, Mr. Rekowitz, without whom the Niwa Resort would be impossible to design, construct, and build. Okay. Krakow is the place that that guy who died was from. That guy who we saw the report at the funeral home.
Hey, old timer. Now, what's a fine machine like you doing in a place like this? Doubling as a spare bedroom, apparently.
Okay, another postcard thingy? What's this?
Hope you don't mind if I, pop your trunk.
Why are we doing that?
Not much here.
Ooh, there's something.
Oh, this could come in handy.
A screwdriver. Can we...
Ow! Shit!
The fuck?
What the hell?
Why? Why?
No one here.
It scared the shit out of me. Fuck you, game. That was loud. Oh my god. That was so loud. Do these butterflies mean anything? Nothing that we can decipher right now. Okay. I'm just gonna follow these arrows. Ooh, what's this? Broad horizons. New Soviet spacecraft soon to depart. 1993. What did we say? What it was? It was 1999 or something in the calendar? Handheld mobile phones, the future of communication, global eradication of smallpox, the greatest medical achievement of our time. Man, it feels like an oven in my room right now. Hello? Alright, did we get what we need? Is it just the screwdriver? Or is there something over on this side? Dead end. Okay, let's try the screwdriver on the door then. See if that does anything for us. Oh, wait. Hold on. There's another path over here. Which looks like it might just be a dead end as well. Okay. Let's turn around. I think we have what we need. Although I kind of want to see if there's something over here. Because we can't leave any stone unturned, right? Looks like a dead end. I think it's safe to turn around. Oh, but there's an arrow pointing. Wait. There's an arrow pointing. Hold on. There's some hopscotch. Yes.
I sense something.
Footprints. Okay. Not really sure what to do with that information. Okay, thank you, arrow. I would have missed that otherwise. Oh, I can't go this way. Jeez, this place is too big. It's too much running right now. Too much running. I need my character to go a little bit faster. Okay, I hope this is what we need, because I just hope. Screwdriver. Yes.
So began the great dumpster heist of 1999.
Alright, just the dumpster in here? Let's do it. That looks heavy.
I'm starting to get tired of your shit, Niwa.
Starting to?
You better be worth it.
Maybe we should just go home. We got this weird phone call from this guy named Thomas, and then now we're breaking into some old abandoned... I mean, this can't be... This can't end well, right? Don't get cut. Careful. Whoa. If he really needed her help, he should have given a lot more details. Like any normal smart person would just go home after seeing all this. I hear whispering. Maybe we should stop. Maybe this is a good place to stop. We'll explore the hotel tomorrow.